So I have an array and I have a value and I want to find the element that contains this value in my array. How do I find that? Keyword find. Well, luckily enough, our arrays do have a built-in find method that allows us to do just that. So if we look at the word of and we want to find the element in the array that contains the value of, what we can do is we can say const of word of is equal to string array dot find, and we're gonna say e for element, and then we're gonna say e is equal to of, and then let's console this out, console log ups word of, and voila. Let's say we have a value, but we're not sure if the array contains that value, an element of said value. We can search for the element in the array using the dot find and to see if we returned an actual element or an undefined value or a null value. Say, for example, we can say this, we can take the same word of. Actually, let's duplicate that. But instead, we're going to say word off. Okay. And then let's console log this out. It returns an undefined element. Undefined means we do have the space allocated for that variable, but we didn't assign any value to it. Okay. Well, let's do the same thing for number. Okay. Let's work with our number arrays. Let's say const number 6. What you call the variable, what you name it, doesn't really matter. It's the value. Okay, but it's good practice to apply a naming convention that actually makes sense to what it is that you're doing. So that's why I'm saying word of, word off, and number 6. So let's move forward. Array, number array. Do that find. We're gonna do number, n for number, and then we're gonna say n is equal to 6. We console log this out. Number 6. Right? It gives us the value of number 6. Okay. What about, so the string array, the number array, these are what I call simple array, right? Because they have primitive objects, strings, numbers. What about a more complex, like our people array, that is an array of objects, right? Our people or our athletes array. Let's see how we can search for them. Okay. Let's say in the people array, I want to look for Hugh Jackman. I'm going to use the same concept here. Okay. I'm going to do const Hugh Jackman. And then I'm going to say people array. And I'm going to say find P for people. P. If I did this, it would not return anything because I don't actually have an element that has a value of Hugh Jackman. I have an element that has a property of name that has a value of Hugh Jackman. Okay. So what I'd have to do now is I have to do p dot name. So I have to go inside of the person and get the property. Now, if we console log Hugh Jackman, we're going to get the whole element that contains the name and the profession. So that's array.find. That's how you look for elements or properties of elements inside of an array in JavaScript. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.